Just 1 minute. कुछ दिख रहा ही नहीं मैम 2 मिनट.
Can't see anything. Siddhi, can you see what the topic is?
Yes, ma'am. Verbs have के रूप सीखिए.
Correct. And can you also quickly just describe what are verbs?
Ma'am, the action words are known as verb.
Correct. So today in particular in this class, we are going to learn have and the different roles that have has in English language and its different meanings. All right. So let's look at the first slide. Krishna, can you read what's written?
Yes, ma'am. I have two hands.
Correct. I have two hands.
Yes, मेरे पास दो हाथ.
Correct. मेरे पास दो हाथ हैं. Okay. Now again, this exercise is also going to be little basic, I'm guessing. Okay. So let's just continue with how the slides are, the order in which these slides are for this lesson. All right. So far we learned that I have. So have has a couple of meanings, right? What do you think is the first, and like what is the one meaning which first comes to your mind? What is the meaning of have? So for a sentence like this, I have two hands, what is the meaning of have here?
मैम मेरे पास है.
Correct. Yes, silly.
I possess two hands. मेरे पास means I own two hands.
Correct. I want only those to keep themselves on mute which are okay. Yeah, I have two hands is like me telling you that I have two cars. This is something which I own. Okay, I own this. All right. And the other meaning is when I say that. So what? And not everything means that ownership or possession. And it does in a way. Okay, like even when I say I have a headache. Now, that doesn't mean I own this headache, I possess this headache. It's just something which I'm going through right now, which I have right now. Okay. So that is so have also just means something that you're going through, or something that is taking place, or something that you actually have like with you. Okay. And then the last meaning is, of course, that we all know, I am having a burger, I am having a pizza with my friends, or I'm having a party tonight. Okay. Now here, I don't mean when I say I'm having a party tonight, does not mean I'll be eating that party, right? I'm having a party again means that a party will be taking place tonight. Okay. All right. So these were just like few of the examples and few different meanings of have, especially when when it is being used as a verb. In all these cases, if you noticed, have was being used as a verb. All right. Let's look at this exercise. It says, "Mere do bhai hain." What will be the English translation of this? Okay, Tulsi, what is the answer here?
I have two brothers.
Correct. I have two brothers. Next, uske do bhai hain. Silly, read out the answer.
Ma'am, option 3, she has two brothers.
Okay, can you explain to everyone difference in has and have? When do we decide to use have and not have? Yes.
Ma'am, with third person we will use has, and with the second and first person we will use have.
So she is also a second person pronoun. Okay. So yeah, basically with with pronouns, okay, and especially more than that with singular nouns. All right, we use has, we stick to has, okay, like Ram has a helicopter, whatever, or let's say Sheena has a meeting in the evening today, something like that. Okay, she has. But let's say if instead of Sheena, I want to say Sheena and her team. So that makes my subject plural now, right? So then my sentence will be Sheena and her team have a meeting tonight. Okay, then I will not say Sheena and her team has a meeting. That'll be wrong. Sheena and her team is not one person, right? So yeah, that is the main difference. Okay, let's look at the next example. उनके दो बेटे हैं. How will I say this in English? Okay, everybody keep themselves on mute, please. Unless you're saying something or you have a doubt. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, Amir, can you read out the correct answer?
Two sons.
They have two sons. First option, right? Now again, I can also say that, if I'm talking about the mother here, I can say she has two sons. But here we are talking about they, which is a plural subject, right? Which is why I'm using have. They have two sons. Okay. Next, उसकी दो बेटियां हैं. Yes. Yes, somebody has a doubt.
He has two daughters.
Yes, correct. Thank you. He has two daughters. Second option. Correct, Suresh. All right. Next, we have different forms of have. Krishna, can you read out the table if you can see?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
I, we, you, they, he, she, it, have, has.
नहीं, ऐसे नहीं. So you had to read it as I have.
I have.
We
Okay.
have.
You have, they have, he has, she has, it has.
Correct. All right. Okay. So what are they telling us here in this table? What are we getting to know? Yes, Siddhi?
Ma'am, they are trying to say that with he, she, and it, we will use has, and with I, we, you, they, we will use have.
Yes, correct. So they are telling us different forms of verb, right? How these forms, they change with the subject depending on our subject. So if our subject is I, we, you, they, then our verb is have. But if our subject is he, she, it, then our verb changes from have to has. Okay, that is basically when it's singular, it is has. When it is plural, it is have, with the exception of I and you. Okay, let's look at the next fill in the blank. I dash two sons. Okay, Shalendra, read out the correct answer.
I have two sons.
Yes, and that in Hindi means?
मेरे दो लड़के हैं.
All right, yes, correct. Next, Priya dash two daughters. Now my subject here is Priya. Okay, Mohammed, read out the correct answer.
प्रिया has two daughters.
Correct. Priya has two.
प्रिया की दो बेटियां हैं.
Very good. Yes, correct. Thank you. Next, मुझे बहुत काम है. How will I say this in English? Okay, Angel, can you read out the correct answer in this?
I have a lot of work.
Correct. I have a lot of work. The last option. Yes. Now here
Ma'am,
again.
hello.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, I have one confusion where we use lots and where we use lot. Lots of and
Mhm.
lot of.
Yeah. Okay. Can anybody help Shailendra here? Where do we use a lot of and where do we use lots of? And or can we also say a lots of, or can we say a lots of, something like that? Yes, Silly.
Ma'am, I guess we use a lot of with countable objects or subjects, and we will use lots of with uncountable things.
No, we can use both with countable nouns. Okay, like even if I give you an example and if I tell you that I have um I had lots of toffees at the birthday party yesterday. मैंने ढेर सारी टॉफीज खाई कल की जन्मदिन पार्टी पर. Okay, so I had lots of toffees. Now toffees is my noun here and toffees is a countable noun. Okay, from what I can remember, I think lots of and a lot of, okay, both of them, they can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, like so so yeah, I'm
Ma'am,
sure about count. Yes, Siri.
can we say I have a lot? I don't have a lot of time to finish this work.
Yes, very good. Correct example. I don't have a lot of time to finish this work. This is correct. Okay. I don't have a lot of time. So now here again, my noun is, what is my noun here, Siri?
I is the noun here, ma'am.
Time.
Time is the
Yes,
noun.
sir.
Is time
Sorry, ma'am.
countable or uncountable?
Uncountable, ma'am.
Correct. Time is uncountable. If instead of time, if you say, I don't have a lot of minutes left, or I don't have a lot of hours left, okay, that will be countable. But time as a noun is uncountable. Okay. Now, can we come to the difference between a lot of and lots of? Okay, so I'll tell you, Shailendra, there is both, they mean the same thing. Okay, I can either say I had a lot of toffees, or I can say I had lots of toffees. Okay, they both mean the same thing. The only difference is that I cannot say a lots of. I can't say I had a lots of toffees. That is wrong. Okay, so you have to make sure that you're saying either one. All right, it has to be either a lot of, or it has to be lots of without the article okay, that is the only difference. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and I think you already know the meaning of lot of, right? We use
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
lot of, whenever there is surplus amount of something.
Yes.
All right, next sentence. मेरे दो अंगूठे हैं.
Two thumbs.
All right. Yes, correct, Sunil. I have two thumbs. All right. Everybody put themselves on mute, please. Only the names that I will call out, they will unmute themselves and say the answer. Okay. I have two thumbs is correct here. Next, मेरे दो बेटे हैं. We have already done something like this.
I have two sons.
I have two sons. Yes, correct, Sunil. I'll repeat myself. Sunil, don't unmute yourself unless I call your name out. Okay? I wanted somebody else to answer this one because you answered the previous slide. So don't do this again. All right. Next, उसकी दो बेटियां हैं. Okay, no, this is ridiculous. Are you not listening to me? Mamta, answer this question, please. उसकी दो बेटियां हैं. How will I say this in English?
He has
Sunil, please put yourself on mute. Okay, then if not Mamta, Amir, can you answer?
Yes, ma'am. She has two daughters. उसकी दो बेटियां हैं.
Very good, correct. Okay, Anup, can you read what's written here? Yes.
Do you have a dog?
Do you have a dog? Correct. Now here, what is the meaning of this have? Do you have a dog? What do I mean by that?
It means if I have a dog in my possession.
If I have a dog in my
Possession.
possession. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I own a dog, right?
If I
Yes,
own
correct. Yes. So here, if somebody is saying, "Do you have a dog?" or let's say if the question is, "Did you have a dog?" क्या आपके पास कुत्ता था? Okay. So now it just means that they're asking if I ever had a dog as a pet. All right. It does not mean if I अगर मैंने वो dog खाया है तो, because now in the same sentence, did you have a dog? I can replace dog. I can change the word dog with, let's say, breakfast. Okay, and my question will still be the same. Did you have breakfast? Okay. Now here I don't mean कि क्या आपके पास breakfast था. Now the question is कि क्या आपने breakfast किया था? क्या आपने नाश्ता खाया था? Okay. So yeah, these are the two very different meanings of this verb have. Okay. All right, let's look at the next example. Okay. Danny, can you read out what's written in this slide?
Does she have a dog?
Correct. Does she have a dog? What was the sentence before this? Only the first word changed. The rest of it was the same.
Do you have a dog?
Correct. What is the difference in the two sentences here? Do you have a dog or does she have a dog? Is there a change? Is there any difference?
Yeah, the first sentence is
past
directly
verb
asking to
continuity.
someone.
I'm sorry. Please continue saying.
Yeah, the first sentence is direct, that is asking to a person itself, do you have a dog? And it is not directly to a person.
Correct. In the second part, that is true. That is there. And other than that, what we also learn is that regardless of our subject, okay. So even if, let's say, instead of you and she, now my subject becomes they. कि क्या उनके पास कुत्ता है? Do they have a dog? Okay. Actually, yeah, this is the difference. When my subject is plural, my question form will change from does to do. Okay. Do you have a dog? Or in the second option, does she have a dog? So the first two words, do and does, they are changing, but they are changing because of the subject. All right. Like we've already read, like how it was for has and have, the same way it is for do and does. All right. I will use do each time my subject is plural, again with the exception of you and I. All right. And other than that, for all my singular subjects, I will be using does. All right. And with does, whenever we are using does, my verb will always be have. All right. I will not say, does she has a mobile? That will be wrong. Does she have a mobile? क्या उसके पास mobile है? Okay. So remember this. Okay, let's look at the next table. Mohammed, can you read out this table?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Start from the beginning with the heading.
Do I have? क्या मेरे पास है? Do we have? क्या
So,
हमारे?
look at the heading. That is why I mentioned.
प्रश्न पूछते समय सिर्फ do does बोलते हैं. he she के साथ टेबल. Do I have? क्या मेरे पास है? Do we have? क्या हमारे पास है? Do you have? क्या आपके पास है? Do they have? क्या उनके पास है? Does he have? उसके पास है. Does she have? क्या उसके पास है? Does it have? क्या इसमें है?
So, does it have? Can anybody give me examples with the last phrase here? Does it have? When do you think we will be using a sentence like that?
I have an example. I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yes, Angel.
Last third. Does he have? इसके आगे क्या क्या का यूज नहीं किया गया. उसके पास है. यहाँ पे ये होना चाहिए था ना, क्या उसके पास है.
Yes, correct. Like again, the same example which I just gave you. Does she have a mobile? Now instead of she, I can also replace she with he. So the same thing. Does he have a mobile? So now here also it means क्या उसके पास mobile है क्या? Okay. So yes, you're right. The same thing. All right. I want somebody to give me an example with the second one. Does it have? Does it have?
I have an example.
Yes.
Does it have 5G compatibility? Because I am referring this with a mobile phone.
Yes, correct.
With respect to mobile phone.
I got you. Okay, so does it have a 5G compatibility? All right. Yes, correct. A 5G compatibility. Okay, that is a feature that this is one of the features of the mobile which you have a question for, right? So does it have a 5G compatibility? Does it have a camera like that? Okay.
Does it have a 5G compatibility?
Yes. Okay. And yes, correct. Does it have means, so does it have का मतलब क्या हुआ कि क्या इसमें ये चीज है क्या? Okay. अब now the question is no more क्या उसके पास है क्या, क्या इसके पास है क्या, क्या उनके पास है क्या. When it comes to does it have, that means कि क्या इसमें ये चीज है क्या. Okay. Like so many times, like, you know, if I ask you that today we have a very important meeting, okay, that meeting is going to be 3 hours long. Okay, आज हमारी बहुत important meeting है, वो 3 घंटे लंबी होने वाली है. And let's say you're very tired, so your question can also be something like, you know, does it have to be today? क्या आज ही होनी है? Okay. Now here the meaning of have is different. Now when I say the question, does it have to be today? That does not mean I'm saying कि इसमें आज ही है क्या. अब now there is nothing, now इसमें involved ही नहीं है यहाँ पे. Okay, does it have to be today just means that you know can it not change, is there no possibility that the meeting can shift or it can postpone. This is the meaning of now does, how it's being used here. Okay, and have also, does it have to be? Okay, but again, this is I guess this is another example of how have is used. All right, let's look at the next exercise. क्या उसकी छोटी बहन है? How will I say this in English? Okay, Utkarsh, can you read out the correct answer? Okay, I see you've given an incorrect response. Yes.
Does she have a younger sister?
The third option, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Yes, very good. Does she have a younger sister? We are using have here because my question my question begins with does. Whenever we have does in the sentence, we always use have and not has, even if the subject is singular. Okay, next. क्या उनके पास गाड़ी है? How will I say this in English? Okay, Rajesh, read out the answer.
Do they have a car?
Correct. Last option. Do they have a car? All right. Next, fill in the blank. Does Madhu dash a daughter? Okay, put yourself on mute again, please, Rajesh. Tulsi, answer this question.
Third option, ma'am.
Yes. Oh, what is the sentence? Say it, the question. Does Madhu?
Does Madhu have a daughter?
And translate this in Hindi. What does it mean in Hindi? Does Madhu have a daughter?
मधु के पास डॉटर है एक.
ये क्वेश्चन है, सेंटेंस नहीं है.
क्या मधु के पास डॉटर है, सिस्टर है?
डॉटर और सिस्टर एक ही बात है.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
What is daughter in Hindi?
लड़कियां, लड़की.
Daughter is
Baby.
baby.
लड़की.
Yes, correct. All right. Okay. Everybody put themselves on mute again. Next, let's look at the next slide. Does Mr. Singh dash a car? Okay. Danny, read out the correct answer, please.
Does Mr. Singh have a car?
Does Mr. Singh have a car? And why am I using have here and not the first option? Why can I not say does Mr. Singh has a car?
Because when it's come does or do, we use have without you looking it's plural or singular.
Yes, correct. Pretty much. Yes. Okay. When we have does in our sentence or the question, we regardless of our subject, if it's plural or singular, we use have only. Okay. And look at the next sentence, fill in the blank. Do you dash a boyfriend? Okay, Angel, answer this one, please.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, correct. Next, do they dash a dog? These are all pretty simple exercises. Rajesh, what is the correct answer here? Okay, Shubha, can you read out the correct answer?
Yes, ma'am. Do they have a dog?
Correct. Do they have a dog? And what would it translate to in Hindi? Do they have a dog? Okay, anybody who can translate this in Hindi?
क्या उनके पास कुत्ता है?
Correct. क्या उनके पास एक कुत्ता है? A dog. Okay, next. Dash Sachin have a son. How will this question begin? Okay, very good, Silly, Danny, Amir, Sharendra. Himanshu, read out the answer.
Have a son.
Yes, the last option. Does Sachin have a son? Okay, and what does it mean in Hindi?
क्या सचिन के बच्चे हैं या बेटा है सचिन का बेटा है
हाँ, yes. Does Sachin have a son? क्या सचिन के पास एक बेटा है? Okay. All right. Next question. Dash, they have a cat. So now my subject from Sachin changes to they. Okay, Suresh, read out the correct answer.
Do they have a cat?
Correct. And in Hindi, how
क्या
translate
उसके क्या उसके पास एक बिल्लिया है?
they?
कैट है. कैट.
they क्या उनके पास? उसके पास नहीं, उनके पास. Because plural हो गया subject. They, if it is they. Yeah. All right. Next. Dash, you have a girlfriend. This is similar to the boyfriend example. Okay. Yeah, Silly, answer this question.
From option 3, do you have a girlfriend?
Correct. Next, Dash, you have siblings. Okay, Shailendra, read out the answer.
Do you have siblings?
And in Hindi, translate this.
क्या तुम्हारे भाई बहन हैं?
Correct. Next, क्या आपके पास थोड़ा समय है? Okay, so this I already gave you as an example. Actually, yeah, I didn't. Silly used it as an example. But instead of some, we chose to use a lot of. That was correct too. Okay. Shubha, can you read out the correct answer?
Do you have some time?
Correct. Do you have some time? क्या आपके पास थोड़ा समय है? Next, क्या आपके पास थोड़ा कैश है? Okay, Angel, read out the answer here.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have some cash?
Correct. Do you have some cash? Next, क्या उनके पास गाड़ी है? Okay, Tulsi, read out the answer.
Do they have a car?
Correct. Do they have a car? Next, क्या उनके भाई बहन हैं? Again, it's okay. We've already done this. Okay, Utkarsh, read out the answer, please. Okay, Rajesh, can you read the answer out? Okay, Suresh, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Do they have siblings? Do they have siblings?
Do they have siblings? Next, क्या उनके बच्चे हैं? Okay, Amir, translate. Translate this sentence.
They have children. क्या उनके बच्चे हैं?
Do they have children? Correct. Next, क्या आपके बच्चे हैं? How will I say this?
Do you have children?
Correct. क्या आपके बच्चे हैं? Do you have children? Next, क्या आपके पास कुत्ता है? Anoop, just quickly answer this, please. Okay, silly. क्या आपके पास कुत्ता है?
Do you have a dog?
Correct. Okay. Now we have a very short conversation. Let's quickly finish it. Danny and Shraddha, would you both like to read out this dialogue that we have here? Okay. Shraddha, can you also unmute yourself? Okay, Angel then. Danny and Angel. Are you both of yes, all right. So Danny, you can be Ravi, and Angel, you can be Sachin. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Yes, Danny, start reading.
Today I have a bungalow, a car, lots of money. What do you have?
Sachin, I have my mother.
Okay. Can anybody recognize this is like an English translation of a very famous dialogue? Could anybody see what dialogue that was? Anybody who is into Bollywood movies?
Diwar movie.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know the name of the movie, but yeah. Correct. Okay. Any doubts, anybody? None? All
No,
right.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, great.
Ma'am-
So, yes.
मैम आपका क्लास में मेरे को कभी ज्वाइन नहीं हो रहा था, आज ज्वाइन हुआ, मगर क्यों ऐसे? आपका जो लिंक आता है ना, आपको मेरे पास आता नहीं कभी भी। मैं 15 दिन से ट्राई कर रहा है लेकिन नहीं हो रहा है, आज हुआ था। सुरेश बोल रहा है।
So, yeah, I know it's Suresh. Suresh, I have no idea. I have no idea why it didn't work for the last 15 days, and I have no idea how it worked today. So, okay, I hope now, starting now, it works for you. If it doesn't, you can call people on the Hello English app. Hello English has a customer care number, and it also has an email. You can write to them.
Customer care number?
I won't know. Silly, do you have an idea?
Ma'am, there is a message section in our app. So they will be sent some with link. They send the customer care number and the email as well.
Okay, so Suresh, you can do that. Okay, where do you find this in the app, Silly?
Ma'am, in the in left corner, topmost left corner, there will be a four straight lines parallel to each other. After clicking on that, we have some options like message, tips of the day, then a vocab chat and all. So in the message, they will send the customer care number and email regularly.
Okay, Suresh, so there you have it. Okay. Next time it happens, just go to the menu option. Okay, click on the leftmost. Actually, right, the lines, the parallel lines, and there you have a message option. So just click on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Has anybody got a doubt? Yes, Silly.
Ma'am, in the last class, you have
Welcome.
shared- Yes, ma'am.
I think so. Actually, I'm still not very sure because I didn't ask. But let me get back to you at 3. Okay.
Okay,
Also,
ma'am.
I mostly think the answer wahi hai. Like you're most
Yes, ma'am. Because in the audiobook, I have listened that "Aapka Swagat hai." So I had this question that what will be the exact translation of "You're welcome."
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me confirm it to you again. Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Okay. Has anybody got any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
No. All right. Okay. So now I want everybody to try and make a sentence. So this lesson was mainly about have, how we use the verb have in English, right? So I want you to give me at least one sentences, it will be better if you try to frame two sentences using have. And both these sentences or questions, they should have different meanings of have. Okay, so let's say if my one sentence says that, you know, they have a car, although this sentence is very short, I don't want the sentence this basic. So if I'm saying that, you know, she had a very important meeting yesterday which got cancelled. Okay, उसकी एक बहुत ही जरूरी मीटिंग थी कल जो कैंसिल हो गई. Alright, then my next sentence should be we will have dinner at the new restaurant that has opened up. Okay, हम वहां पे डिनर खाएंगे उस रेस्टोरेंट में जो अभी खुला है. Okay, so now here in both these sentences, even though the meanings are very different, but they both I'm using have in both the sentences here, because I know have has more than one meaning, right? So yeah, okay, just okay, maybe don't pressure yourself with the two sentences bit, but quickly think of at least one sentence, a proper good sentence where you're using have. Okay, whoever's ready, you can unmute yourself. Quickly, everybody think of a sentence with have. We just practiced so many exercises based on it. I want one sentences from all of you. Rajesh, Angel, Chandrasekhar, Himanshu, Krishna, Mamta, Mohammed. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question about Hello
Yes.
English.
Okay.
First sentence.
Oh, okay. I thought you genuinely had a question. I have a question about Hello English. Correct? Very good. Yes. Do you have a second sentence also? It's okay if you don't.
Okay.
All right. Okay, but think of more if you can. All right. Who's next? Yes, Siddhi.
He has a lot of creativity, but he is not utilizing his talent in right direction.
Okay, nice. Can you translate this in Hindi?
यस मैम, उसके पास बहुत ज़्यादा क्रिएटिविटी है, लेकिन वो उसके टैलेंट को सही दिशा में इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहा.
Very good. Yes. All right. Great. Who else? Everybody will think, okay, I want a sentence. Tulsi, Suresh, Shubha, Shailendra, Mohammed, Utkarsh. Think of sentences.
Ma'am, I have made a conversation.
You have a conversation.
Yes, ma'am. I have made a conversation between two people related with this have.
Yeah, related.
Okay.
Based
My
on.
boss, yes, my boss is saying, what is the status of payment? So my answer is, for that, I will have to go to the office.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's correct. I will have to. Can you translate this? I will have to go to the office.
उसके लिए मुझे ऑफिस जाना होगा.
हाँ, ऑफिस जाना पड़ेगा. Yes, correct. All right. Who's next? Angel, Chandrasekhar, Himanshu, Krishna, Mamta, Mohammed. Nobody's got any sentences, or are you all not making any effort? Yes, Silly.
Ma'am, I have one more sentence. Every morning, in empty stomach, I used to have some dark chocolates.
Okay. Every morning on an empty stomach. Okay. Khali pet, pe. Okay. On an empty stomach, I would have some dark chocolates. Yes.
Yes.
Correct. All right. So has anybody else got any other sentence? I don't see. Yes, Himanshu.
If I had been there, I could have clicked the picture of that bird.
If I had been there, I could have clicked the picture of that
Bird.
bird. Okay.
Yes.
Translate this in Hindi.
अगर मैं वहां होता तो मैं उस चिड़िया की पिक्चर ले लेता.
हाँ, ले लेता या ले सकता था.
हाँ, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Correct. Yes. Good sentence. Who else? Angel, do you have a sentence? I haven't heard from you.
Hello.
Yes, Rajesh.
I have lot of idea how to organize a diagnostic center.
Okay, say that again. I have lot of idea.
I have a lot of ideas how to.
Ideas. When you are saying a lot of, तो मतलब कई सारे होंगे ना?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a lot of ideas.
How to organize a diagnostic center.
Okay. All right. So I have a lot of ideas on how to organize a diagnostic center. Okay, fine. Where?
Ma'am?
Yes, Shubha. Yes.
I will order Amazon food and we have that.
Say that again. I will order
food in Amazon and we have that.
Okay. So I will order food from Amazon and we all will have that. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have made one sentence.
Yes, Shailendra.
Before lockdown, I had been working from my office.
Okay, that's it. All right.
भाई बुला रहा क्या? चेक भी तो करना पड़ेगा फिर.
Mamta, you have a sentence? Okay, fine. So yeah, this sentence is correct. Just 1 second, Suresh. Before lockdown, I had been working from my office, or we can also say before lockdown, I had been working out of my office. Out of my office also means मैं अपने office से काम कर रहा था. Yes, Suresh.
Adjustment is not important in life, but understand is most important in a life, right?
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
Adjustment is not important in life, but understand is most important in a life.
Okay. Where I didn't hear any have in this sentence. Have कहाँ पे है इसमें?
Yep. No,
It doesn't have.
I have mobile. I am playing Hello English. Right?
Say that again. I have mobile.
I am playing Hello English. Playing होगा क्या learning होगा?
Okay. Okay, you can say I have a mobile and I am using the Hello English app on it. Okay, मेरे पास एक मोबाइल है and मैं उस पर Hello English app का इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूँ. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Mohammed.
I have a sentence.
Yes.
I don't have lots of time for practice because I have to do a lot of works. Correct?
Works क्या होता है?
मुझे बहुत सारे काम करने पड़ते हैं.
हाँ, but there is no plural of work. Okay, work remains work. Also, I don't have a lot of time. All right, I don't have a lot of time for practice because I have a lot of work.
I have to do a lot of work.
I have to do a lot of work. Yeah. Okay. Works कुछ नहीं होता है. All right. Just a second, Krishna. Works मैं तब बोलूँगी if let's say like if I'm using it as a verb and not a noun. Okay. She works 9 to 5 every day. वो daily, वो हर दिन 9 से 5 काम करती है. Okay, so now in simple present I will say वैसे works. Okay, but otherwise as a noun उसका कोई plural नहीं होता है. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, yes, Krishna. Just a second, Krishna will go first.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of things, but I can't start for this lockdown.
Say that again.
I thought of a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't start for this lockdown, this situation.
Mm-hmm. Where are we using have in this sentence?
Have no.
Okay, but you can say that, you know, I had a lot of things in mind, but I can't start with any of them because of the lockdown. मेरे दिमाग में कई चीजें थी, पर अब लॉकडाउन की वजह से मैं उनमें से किसी पे भी काम नहीं कर सकता हूँ. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you can say I had a lot of things in mind.
I had. Yes, yes.
Had. थी, क्योंकि अब वो चीजें तो थी, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, Angel.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have a lot of cash, but I have no idea where we use this cash.
Where do
This
you?
is right or wrong?
It's right, but just that you don't have to repeat yourself where to use this cash. I already know you're talking about cash, so instead of saying cash again, you can just say it. Okay, I have a lot of cash, but I have no idea where to use it. Okay, Mamta, you had a sentence. Okay, Silly,
Can
you
I?
have just a second. Silly also has a sentence. Yes, Silly, go ahead.
In order to top my class, I have to work hard for it.
In order to top my class, I have to work hard for it. Very good, correct. Shailendra?
These days, police have been working 24/7 to keep people inside their home.
Yes, to keep people inside their homes. Okay, or to make sure that people are inside their homes. Yes, correct. Angel?
I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yeah.
Where we use the no and not.
Where we use no and not.
Yeah,
How
ma'am.
do how
Difference
do you
between them.
difference in them? So normally we mostly just use not, okay, when we are changing a sentence in its negative form. Okay, so let's say my normal my sentence otherwise is I have eaten my dinner. Okay, now if I want to change this sentence in negative, I can either say I have not eaten my dinner, or I can also say I had no dinner. मैंने dinner नहीं किया, but you will, in spoken English especially, you will hear people very commonly saying this also, that, you know, I had no dinner, but it is not, I mean, for spoken English, it is fine, but the correct way, the better way of saying it is, I didn't have my dinner, or I have not eaten my dinner. All right, using not to change a sentence in its negative form is the ideal way of saying something negative in English. Okay, I have not eaten my dinner, I have not met him in a long time, मैं उससे बहुत लंबे समय में मिली नहीं हूँ. Okay, or let's say that, you know,